building Scotland's national team.
A warm welcome to you all.
Steve Clarke is a good manager, but I'm taking over. I'm focusing on the Scotland team. I'm not focusing on where we get promoted. I hope there's a wee Scottish guy in here. He's American. I don't think there is. Not nice Scottish players. I'll probably just bring him into the main team. Bring him in and sell him and get some money for him. So what are we working with here? A 5 at the back. I don't like 5 at the back formations. Let's go with this. Jeremy Clarkson up front with Adam Sadler. Centre back, we don't need him. There's only one Scottish player, and it's this wee guy. So we're gonna send that wee guy out on loan, or see if he can play anywhere else. See if he'll go up playing anywhere else. He goes up 1 at centre back. So we'll convert him to a centre back and then I'll loan him out. But everyone who isn't Scottish is going on the transfer list. So it's basically everybody in the team. Pierre Schmitz for Luxembourg, that sounds like a fucking German name. Tierney. Getting rid of one Tierney to bring another Tierney in. He's from fucking Uganda. There's definitely no Scotland. It's the other side of the fucking world. But this wee guy's 17. So let's convert him to a centre back, which will take 2 weeks, and then we can loan him out. How tall is he? 5'8". Well, Aspilicueta's like 5'10", so it's basically the same thing. If you rounded it, if you were rounding up, it would be the same thing. Because you round up to the nearest 10. So basically, just anything over the number 5, it gets rounded up to the nearest 10. So he's basically the same height as him. Everybody's going on the short list, bro. Because if you're not Scottish, you're not welcome. All these guys are trying to take a vacation in Scotland. Jake Salvador doesn't sound like a name you would get from Asia. Ruben Sadler and Bobby Wheeler. So I don't know whether I should start off. Like, I've got 500 million because I don't know how much I'm gonna need. So I don't know whether I should start off. I'm basically just doing this till I find a 5-star scout. And I've got enough so I can easily just fire them. This wee guy will do. Send him out to Scotland for the full 9 months. Give me some Scottish talent. McTominay is the first person I'm gonna sign, although he isn't even Scottish. Andy Robertson. I need to sign Andy Considine. I know there's no Scottish team without big Andy Considine. Big Andy's retiring in a few years, but there's no Scotland without him. Mate, if he can be a straight guy dressing up as a woman, I'm sure any straight guy can do it. because he's got a bird, so it's not as if he's gay. I've never seen a straight guy do drag before. So there's my first 3 Scottish players I'm gonna bring into the team. Jurgen Klopp, mate, I'm taking your best right back, your best left back off you. 66 mil they want. I'll offer 68, 91. The fuck, man? Sell-on clause of... I'll put it down to 70, 80. Right, so Andy Robertson, I'm not paying 52 mil. Andy Robertson could be the first player into the team. I'm gonna get McTominay joint and converted to centre back. 40 mil. There we go. I need to convert Kieran Tierney to a centre back when I bring him in. We'll do that, and then we'll have big Andy Considine just getting swapped with somebody. One of my centre backs can be swapped for big Andy. Him plus 1 mil. Just 1 million flat, there we go. Between 5 and 10 grand for Andy Considine. Only rest. There we go. Let's see if any of these guys can come into the squad. I know the badge doesn't look anything like the Scotland badge, but the kits do. If we win this tournament, that gives us like an extra £1 million. If we just sign 11, Andy Considines will be sorted. £120 grand for Al Faisley. He's basically gone to fucking the Saudi Arabian version of Paisley. Because they rhyme. First signing, Andy Robertson. Please welcome your new Scottish teammate. All the way from Glasgow. Big Andrew Robertson. He's playing left back, but I'm gonna get him trained to play at left mid. Because he plays left mid for Scotland. I'm gonna check because was Robertson even playing earlier? Or yesterday, whenever the fuck it was on. Was he even playing? Aye, he was playing at left mid. Big Andy Considine wasn't even playing. I don't even think he was selected for Scotland this time. How dare you no select Andy Considine? But we need to get Robertson converted to left mid. Only signed him on a 1-season deal. Well, when that one season's up, I'll happily sign him to a new deal. Scotland play a 3 at the back formation. They wanna fucking lose games. Will this wee guy's back in the game? A country which is owned by Netherlands. I don't know why I have to tell you that, but it is. Every first of a month we're gonna get new scout reports coming back for Scotland. Welcome, Scott McTominay. We're gonna convert him to a centre back, it's not gonna take that long. So Tierney, mate, the fake Tierney, can leave, and Scott McTominay can go in. He's playing as an 82 at centre back. Big Steve Clark doesn't manage us anymore, because I'm the new manager. So in the Scotland team we're playing this same exact lineup. Where's Scott McTominay? There he is. Why is everybody only signing on a year contract? 2 weeks to get him to centre back. At centre backs, at the full backs, I'm gonna have Robertson, Tierney, McTominay, and fucking some dude. I'm gonna have Aaron Hickey, because he actually, Steve Clark done the right choice and picked him. Although he was a Celtic graduate, I still like to watch him play. I seen him play when he was in the Scottish League and he was a decent wee player. Let's offer one of our fullbacks him plus like 11 mil. Just 11 million by himself. I need to sort out the wages. I'll do that. I'll give him between 30 and 80 grand and he can pick what one he wants. Come on, Big Andy. Need to try and win your a Euros, son, before you retire. In FIFA, the Euros is next season. It's either this season or next season. Because in real life it was 2021. We won that 3-0. 3-1. I literally can't count, fucking hell. Oh, Big Andy Considine. Why are you rejecting me? Aberdeen doesn't even give you games. I would. As a bench player. But you don't even get benched for fucking Aberdeen, you just sit down all the time on the fucking reserves. When you get Big Tierney. Big Kieran Tierney on the Big Kieran Tierney at the back. Kieran Tierney's at the back. Oh yes, he's at the back. I'm not getting Stephen O'Donnell at right back. I'd rather have Tony Ralston. And that isn't a joke, I'd rather buy somebody for Celtic than have fucking buy somebody for a team I don't even fucking support than have Stephen O'Donnell at right back. We're gonna have Lewis Ferguson. I was gonna spell Lewis the Spanish way, then remembered he wasn't fucking Spanish. So we'll have this wee guy, Lewis Ferguson, Barry Ferguson's nephew. I don't know whether I should get Barry Ferguson's son. We could get this wee guy, Luis Fiorini. He sounds Italian. Or Luis Capaldi and fucking Paolo Nutini. sound Italian and apparently they're fucking Scottish. Luis Florini, Paolo Nutini, are they related? And then we're gonna get Sariki Dembele. I'm gonna, although Karamoko Dembele doesn't play for Scotland, he sounds more Scottish than what a person from Glasgow would sound. So I'm gonna allow that as one exception. Because if you've ever heard him talk in interviews, he sounds more Scottish than me, and I've stayed in Scotland all my life. So this is the one and only exception. I don't know why they haven't swapped him about, because he sounds English, but according to FIFA he plays for Scotland, and he sounds Scottish, but according to FIFA he plays for England. Let's get Barry Ferguson's son, and then send him out on loan. I can't mind his name, so I need to go to the Irish League. It's Sutton Ferguson, that's all I know. Scottish. There isn't that much. Oh, it's him there. Kyle Ferguson. There isn't that much Scottish folk in the game. Phoenix Patterson, like he isn't even Scottish. I don't know how Sam Long is Scottish when he... Don't know how he's Scottish when he was born in England. But I might do it because we need a reserve goalie. Billy King used to play with Rangers, so, and I'm a Rangers fan, so that might make me want to bring him back. Joe Thompson, he's for Paisley, so if I wanted to I could bring him in. These guys are never going to start for the Scotland team, I just want to make sure the full team's Scottish, so I just need reserve players. Lewis McCarry is he for Scotland? It doesn't say where he was born, but he's played for Stoke all his life, so he was probably born in Stoke. Paul McCarry, his dad was born in England, so he was probably born in England, I know, because his dad didn't even play for any Scottish team and wasn't Scottish. Kyle Ferguson, Ali Kuti, Ali Kut's not even Scottish, he was born in Bedford. Come on, please say Peter Cherry is for Scotland. Peter Cherry is from Bellshow, or as Scottish folk call it, Bellshow. That's it, that's in the middle of fucking Glasgow. He probably played for Celtic, I know, the wee dafty. Everybody coming from Glasgow usually plays with Celtic. No, he's not even played for them. That's good. His first team. Like, he came from Glasgow and played with fucking Airdrie. Like, that's about 5 hours away from fucking Glasgow. But he played for a Northern Irish team with a 3-leaf clover on it. In the 3-leaf clover is a Republic of Ireland thing. He also played for Ayr United. Moan the Ayr. Let's see if I know Liam Burke's Scottish because I've heard him talk. I'm gonna stop with this, otherwise it'll be a very long fucking stream. But there we go, we've got all the Fergusons. Barry Ferguson's nephew and Barry Ferguson's son. If I had PC mods, like if I'd done this on PC, I'd be able to change Karamoko to the right nation and change Sariki to his right nation. But all these guys are Scottish. It's still depressing that Andy Considine doesn't want to come to another Scottish team which plays in England. Maybe that's why, because we fucking play in England. He doesn't want to join. There's hundreds of Scottish players in this league, but I just want Scottish players for the best team in the league. Scott Arfield, I'm basically counting him as Scottish. He's from Paisley, which is like fucking 5 minutes, which is outside of Glasgow. So he's basically fucking Scottish. If you hear him talk, he doesn't sound Canadian. He's like, "Oh, what's happening, pal?" Like the way Scottish folk would say it. So I'm bringing him into the team because he is basically Scottish. He was born and bred in Scotland and stays in Paisley. He doesn't have far to travel to Ibrox because Paisley's literally right outside of Glasgow, so he doesn't have to go that far. Ryan Jack, why no? Ryan Jack is a fucking Protestant. We'll give him a game since Steve Clark and Van Bronckhorst, doesn't he? I wish Tavernier was Scottish. He's been here since like 2012. He's been here for like almost 10 years. Like, when the fuck was it he actually joined? I think it was almost 10 years. James Tavernier. I forgot when he joined. A lot of things have happened since then. I forgot when he joined. He joined in 2015. I literally thought he joined when we were having financial issues, but obviously no. He won PFA Scotland Player of the Year last year. Well, he's not even Scottish, how can he win a Scotland trophy? And now let's get Scottish players for the shittest team in Glasgow. Look at that, they've hardly got any Scottish players. Mickey Johnson is my favourite player for this team. The only... I don't know how he plays for Republic of Ireland when he's for Glasgow. Like, imagine walking into the fucking Scottish changing rooms like, "What's happening, pal? I'm for..." Walking into Republic of Ireland changing rooms like, "What's happening, pal? I'm for Scotland." They'll not fucking understand what you're saying. I'm trying to think of other folk I can bring in. John Fleck. But this time when he gets selected, he isn't fucking injured. Big Jonathan Fleck, welcome to the team. Billy Gilmore is on loan at Norwich, but I'll still shortlist him because I can bring him in next season. Kenny McLean. Big Kenneth McLean. How come 3 of the Scotland starters play for the same fucking team? Norwich, his name isn't Norwich. His name is Grant Hanley. Grant Hanley, there he is. 3 of the Scotland starting 11 players. Kenny McLean's in and out, he basically is starting. But 3 of the Scottish starting 11 players fucking play for Norwich. And the best of it is, Norwich is a green, yellow and white team, which is the colours of Celtic, although none of the players are Catholics who play for them. Billy Gilmore played with Rangers. Kenny McLean played with Rangers. I've just figured out who I could bring in. John Suter, I need to bring him in before he changes his nation to fucking Australia like his wee brother did. Obviously they've never heard him speak if they think he's Australian. Bring in big Steve Cocker and all. It's Cocklet, no Cocker. I can't fucking call. How the fuck do you spell the wee cunt's last name? Where's Hearts? There's a few players in Hearts I want to bring in. Cochrane, that's a Scot. Oh, Hotclip. I spelt it the complete fucking wrong way. Andy Halliday. I'll happily bring him into this team, but he's not getting into Scotland starting 11, he'll be too low rated for that. Andy, I'm afraid to say it, but Andy Halliday isn't as good as he used to be. Elliot Sims is actually doing alright for Hearts. He'll probably end up going back to Everton at the end of the season and be like, why the fuck are we in the Championship? You can't do anything with big Nicky Clark. Too old and low rated for the Scotland team, but no, Tony what, you wee Tim? Get off my screen. Chris Mockray, we'll sign him. Mark McNulty, oh we can't get him, fuck you. Kevin McDonald, is he actually for Scotland? Kevin McDonald had a farm. He's from Angus, which is the top, which is, I think it's the top end of Scotland. It's near Airdrie. It was in Dundee. The place he's from. He's from Dundee and he's playing for Dundee. I would get him if he... I might just get him anyway. Too old and slow for Scotland's national team, but I want this full team to be Scottish. Like, look at all these players. This wee guy last year was Irish and now somehow he's Scottish. Declan McDade. Didn't know Victor McDade for still game had a Wayne. Declan McDade. Sheridan. Cillian Killian or Cillian, whatever. Killian, if that's his name. It's a weird way of spelling Killian, but he's Irish. Killian sounds like a fucking name of a Irish Viking for like the 1900s. John McGinn. Oh, Conor McGrandles. Oh, he's Scottish, let's bring him in. Conor McGrandles from Falkirk. How has he not played for Falkirk's football team? John McGinn. Hi. Hello, my name's John McGinn and I play for Aston Villa Football Club. Do you know? Who the fuck? I know there's a main player who I'm missing. Oh, Che Adams. Che Adams and Lyndon Dykes. I'm going with a one striker formation for Scotland, so Lyndon Dykes will need to get benched. Lyndon Dykes. G'day mate, I'm Lyndon Dykes. Like that sounds like a fucking Australian name. In Scotland we call it London, but in Australia they call it London for some reason. G'day mate, I'm Lyndon Dykes. They say it like that. So I've got hundreds of Scottish players on my shortlist. We need money to sign them. Ooh. Aaron Hickey, welcome to the team. Yes, please. Please leave and go to French League. Reading want him. He's English. And he's 67 rated, so he's championship quality, so it counts. I don't know why the fuck Andy Robertson literally just dropped down a league. I'm gonna do a short term loan to buy, just cause he isn't Scottish. I did want Rangers to go in for Robertson, but there's no way we'll be able to afford him now. He'll be too much. Even for fucking Celtic to afford. Or like any team in Scotland. Semi-finals. Oh, he's 17. Let's send him to Bradford for a year. And see how much ratings he goes up by. We need him to become a centre back, then he'll probably go up to like 50 rating or something. There we go, Clarkson with 2 goals. Jeremy Clarkson's son's doing well. McGee. He's transferred to centre back before he goes out on loan to Bradford. He's only went up 1 rating. How do you reject the fucking loan deal? Because I want to see how... I'll just bring him back if he goes up in loan, because I want to see how far I can bring him up in rating before he actually goes. You know what? Reject that. I would happily send him to a team in Ireland, because the Irish League has got so many like very low rated players. He'd actually get game time. So he'd be the only player I'd happily send it to Ireland, because he's low rated, and in the Irish League you've got low rated players. A team in Belgium signed fucking Fraser Campbell. We won on pens, let's go. Jeremy Clarkson's Wayne missed. That's us like an extra 1.5 million in the budget for us to spend on fucking Andy Considine. How much do we even get for that? 500. It said on the tournament it was like 1.5 mil. Why is it getting his Dutch players? I didn't scout Dutch players. La 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 Andy Considine, Considine, Andy Considine. Na 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 na. Andy Considine, Considine, yeah, Andy Considine. Tony Ralston. Give me him for 4 mil. Just give me Kieran Tierney, I'll convert him to a centre back. So let's see, how much do you want for Lewis Ferguson? I'll give him 10 mil. Aberdeen need the money, I'll give them 10 mil. That's a reasonable offer. Why can Barry Ferguson not be the Aberdeen manager? Then he'll be managing his nephew, and he could bring his Wayne into the team. Never think of when we were together. Like when you said you felt so happy you could die. Start scouting. Why aren't any of these guys started scouting yet? Scott Arfield basically fucking sounds Scottish, speaks Scottish, born in Scotland, to a Canadian parent and a Scottish parent, so he basically is fucking Scottish. Let's get John Fleck into the team. He's 29. He'll not be growing much more. He's only got like 1 or 2 seasons left until he starts declining. So I'm only gonna have him for like 2 years. Right, there you go, Jonathan. Take your pick. Rebuilding the Scotland team. I'm just bringing in all these players because I can. I'll pay the 1 mil release clause for Robbie McCrory. I'll start him. I'll start him in this team, but if we get a higher rated Scottish goalie, then McCrory will become second choice. unfortunately. Ruben Sadler can leave because Che Adams is coming into the team. Fuck, I accidentally just got rid of that offer for Andy Considine. But there we go, let's upgrade Scott McTominay's pace. His defending doesn't need to go up, it's just his pace. 12 weeks, his pace is terrible. That colour blue isn't dark enough, you can't get a darker blue. But it's blue and white, which is the colour of the Scotland flag. And then we have a fucking other flag which is white, which is yellow and red. Yellow background with like a red square with a red rampant lion in it. I don't know how the fuck a national animal is a unicorn, although we have a lion on one of our fucking flags. Whoever the fuck that must have been high. But Andy Considine's joining for 300 grand. Tony Ralston, welcome to the team. The first of every month we get a scout report that's probably due to come in soon, aye. In a few days it's due to come in. Fiorini, this guy's only 19. If Steve clocks his potential in him, then maybe in real life we could get him into the Scotland team. I really want to see at least one of the Dembele brothers or both of them at some point playing for Scotland. Because Siriki Dembele and Karamoko are both good players. Look at all these players coming in. Kieran Tierney, Andy Considine still deciding. There's our starting goalie. John Fleck, welcome to the team. What rating is he? 73, that's no bad. And then Lewis Ferguson, mate, your uncle's gonna be proud of you. This wee guy can join Colorado Rapids. I don't know whether we'll go straight up into the Prem or whether it's gonna have to be fucking a decider in the playoffs. Right, let's get this wee guy into the team. So our midfield is looking better than what it did. McCrory. Where would he go up playing anywhere? I need to convert him to a left back, like a full left back. We need a backup goalkeeper. But I'm gonna convert Aaron Hickey to a full left back. And then play him on the bench. $5 weeks to go from a left wing back to a left back. It says he can play left mid in one of his positions. How long would that even fucking take? Because if I can get him to play left mid, then that would be good. $75 weeks for left wing. 43 weeks for left mid. So I'll get him converted to a left mid, and then from there I'll convert him to a fucking left wing. I don't even think we'll have a left mid, so he'll be good playing there. We don't even have any left mids. You can't have a team with these three guys: Andy Halliday, Barry Mackay and Nicky Clark. They probably won't want much for Kevin Mcdonald. Fuck playing Hickey on the bench. If I'm converting him to a left mid, I'm gonna need to end up playing him at left wing. Because if you're converting someone, the more they play, the less time it will take for them to convert. So I'm gonna have to play him. Maybe if I convert him to a left back, it will take the less time to go to a left mid. Andy Considine finally joined the team. I'm gonna try that, converting him to a left back, because it usually does take less time. 43 weeks for left wing to left back, left wing to left mid. Let's see how long it takes when I convert him to a fucking left back. Between 12 and 18 mil for Che Adams. He can play left wing. I'd rather have him as a backup. Connor Grindles from Falkirk. Connor McGrindles. I don't need to scout him, I know how much they want for him. I'll give him 5 mil. Start scouting. John McGinn between 21 and 30 mil. On we go. Sign them up, boys. Start scouting. Start scouting. Fuck, Brentford have got him. 10 mil. Fuck it. I'm gonna have him as our starting left back, or starting left mid, and then I'll send Aaron Hickey out on loan for 1 season. Billy Gilmore's worth 4 mil, but I can't get him. 2 mil for Kenny McLean. Welcome to the team, pal. John Suter, I'll happily pay 3 mil to have him as a centre back. John Suter's joining Rangers at the end of the season on a pre-contract anyway, so why not have him joining this team? Robbie Nielsen isn't happy that Rangers have managed to pick him up on a free deal, and we've just picked him up here on a deal for 3.3 million. Look at all these Scottish specimens. There we go. John Suter there. Then we'll have big Andy Considine sitting there. I really need to fix this bench, I know. There's only strikers on the reserves. I've got a lot of people coming in. Sariki Dembele, welcome to the team. Scott Arfield. Between 20 and 60 because he gets paid about 40 grand for Rangers. I want to pry him away from Brentford's feet. So now it's his decision to either stay in Scotland or go to England. I think you'd want to stay in Scotland if you've been there all your life. If you were born there and if you've been there your full career / life. Look at all these scout reports coming back, bro. Welcome to the team, big Kieran Tierney and Lewis Fiorini. He's 61, rated at the age of 19, which is quite decent. So for the first season I'm gonna send him out on loan. See where he can go. Dembele's on the bench, look at that. I need to get his skill moves up, because I want him to have 5-star, 5-star. So Sally can wait, she knows she's too late and she's walking on by. So besides the way, don't look back in anger. So let's see how long would it take to convert Kieran Tierney to be a centre back, because that's what we do in Scotland. For some reason we play him as a centre back. Don't know why, because he plays left back for Arsenal. But maybe if he played centre back for Arsenal, then they wouldn't have much defending issues with what they do. Why does everybody just sign on a fucking 1-year deal? Literally everybody who I've signed coming on a 1-year deal. How is it 70 weeks? He's fucking 75 defending. What age is he? Andy Considine is 34. He's 24, he can go out on loan. So size away. I want to get your skill moves up, pal. That one takes 15 weeks, and then he'll be like Ronaldo. He'll be zooming past all the players like, yeah, goodbye. If I play Tierney, it will take less time. I have both centre backs on the bench, Andy Considine and fucking Kieran Tierney. Andy Considine and John Sutter, there we go. The bench is getting fixed up and so is the starting 11. Is there any more players we need to bring in? Aye, there's still like half of the fucking starting 11 for Scotland. We'll happily do that. John McGinn, welcome to the team, bro. I know you'll want to join. I'll send this wee guy out on loan. If he when I send him out on loan, if he gets above 70 rating, then I'll put him in the bench for the starting. I'll put him on the bench for the Scotland squad next season. Kenny McLean, welcome to the team. Scott Arfield, who basically is Scottish, welcome to the team. We're only gonna have like 1.5 seasons with Arfield playing in the team. La Ferguson, wait, how? Ferguson at Cam. We'll do that. We'll have him playing there then need to convert Ferguson to be a cam, because Scotland doesn't have that much cams. And if I'm using this formation, then I'll need to get a new cam. 6 weeks to be a cam, no bad. I'll wait the 6 weeks, because once he becomes a cam, he'll be one of the best cams for Scotland. John McGinn, welcome to the side, bro. Che Adams, welcome to the team. We know you'll want to join. Espanyol want John Sutter on a loan. They'll give him some game time, so I'll happily do that. McGrindles. How much money have we got left? 227 now. We still need to get most of the starting lineup with that money. But John McGinn, welcome to the team. Kenny McLean's now taking Arfield's place. As Arfield will be sitting on the bench, like on the reserves. But I'll give him a few games here and there. Like FA Cup and all that. We should be getting our first scout report, which we are. Hurst can leave to go. I think that's a French team. If it is, they can go. Let's see who we've got. Shite. Jack Jardine. John McKinnon. We only got one good player, fuck's sake. What rating is John McKinnon? 56. I'll bring him in and send him in loan. I don't even know why these guys are still here. So John McKinnon can go out on loan and play for a team. What age is he? So Rob McGee can go out on loan. If I got to list them. There's the other guy, McKinnon. There he is. He can go out on loan, I know. Both of them are 16, so if I send them both out on loan for 2 years, that would be good. I think Brentford have signed. Aye, Mickey. Brentford signed Mickey. $4 mil. $4 mil to pry on my way for them. I'll be back. So we're gonna see if we can get him off of Brentford. Yes.
Done dishes?
Aye.
With your arse then?
But Gary's phoning me.
Gary's phoning you?
Aye.
He's going to phone you.
Always. What the fuck, man? This phone isn't working. Alright. I fucking pressed answer the second time and it didn't answer. I'm already on. Right. I'm live streaming a Scotland rebuild, but I'll do it in parts so it's no all the fucking night. Aye.